Hi and welcome to another episode of Tea Time. We're here with men's hockey coach Andrew Burke. Burke, thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
First question of the day. Is there any added excitement going on to the 2013-2014 season now that you guys have moved up to the DVCHC National Division?
Yeah, I definitely think there's some added excitement coming in this season, moving up to the National Division from the American Division. I think obviously we're going to play a lot tougher teams. With the recruiting class we brought in, I don't think there's going to be an issue with us going up to that division. We played a couple teams last year in the National Division, so I think the guys are pumped. The coaching staff's ready to take on the challenge, and our guys have been working hard.
What kind of last year's momentum do you think will help the returning players? Where you guys winning 15 of your last 16 games and not losing until the second game of the championship series?
Yeah, we're going to look to our returning guys to bring in some of the leadership they got from last year's playoff run and take that into the new year, refocus ourselves on our new goals that we set out for this year, and hopefully pass down some of the winning tradition that we learned from last year to the incoming guys for this upcoming year.
Heading into the first week of practice, what do you particularly learn about your team during this first week?
Heading into the first week of practice, we look for our guys to be working hard, just kind of getting back to the basics, getting their legs back under them, and then we'll slowly introduce our systems. But with only 3 weeks to go in the preseason, we try to get our guys to understand the systems as quickly as possible. We have to incorporate a lot of quick movements, a lot of passing, a lot of shooting, get our goalies some touches. Obviously working the line combinations, but it boils down to just learning the systems and hard work.
With 7 freshmen on the team this year, what do you expect from freshmen coming into a school like Bryn Athyn that has a trimester system? How do you expect them to be student athletes?
So here at Bryn Athyn, we do trimester, so it's a little bit different than other colleges. It's a little bit more workload. We do 3 10-week terms. It's a little bit different to adapt to, but we try to tell our guys right off the start to get in a routine, get into a pattern of your days, and try to stick to those patterns as much as possible. You start doing good routines, you'll get into good habits, and you'll get good grades. We stress everyone get to class, sit in the front row, all the good things to become a better student. We also tell guys to get involved in the community because it pays dividends out in the end. On the other side of things, when we go out in the community and we're doing good in the classroom, it only helps the hockey team and throughout the school.
What do you think would be the strengths of this year's team?
I think this year's team is going to be a little bit more of an older team. The incoming class, the average age is 20. We're adding to our guys. We only lost 4 guys, graduated 1. So you look to that to be our guys have our systems down pretty well. So you're only teaching just little small details while you're implementing new systems. And I think team speed this year is definitely going to be something that's a lot faster for us. We've been a full year in our workout programs now, so it's definitely a little bit stronger. I think that the incoming kids are going to add to our upperclassmen confidence, which will only help us win some hockey games there and down the stretch of the playoff run.
Can you give us some insight on the incoming freshmen?
Sure. Our incoming class is made up of seven players. First off, we have Daniel Mulhern. He's a local kid, played Hatfield Ice Dogs, AA, and William Tennant High School hockey. He brings some speed to our lineup. He can be a center or it can be a wing. Looks to be a big part of the team this year. Our next player is Jake Gallagher. Played Westchester East High School. Hard worker, great team guy. Just always around the guys, wants to be around all the boys. We look for him to be definitely a good role player. Our next player we have is Jake Givens. Jake served in the military for a couple of years. Then he went to Penn State Abington and played lacrosse. He actually just transferred over. So he's still getting back in the swing of things. We look for Jake to be another good guy to add to the locker room. Great team guy so far. Our next guy is Billy Martin. He's out of the Laconia Leaves in the Metropolitan Junior Hockey League. Billy plays with his heart on his sleeve. He's a hard worker, never quit attitude. Definitely going to add some depth to our forward lineup, and hopefully he can put some pucks in the net for us. Our next player is out of Walpole Express in the Metropolitan Junior Hockey League is Sean Fowler. Another good solid defenseman to add to our deep core we have. Sean can make the good first pass out of the zone, has a good shot. Might see some power play time. We're not really sure yet, but maybe has some good composure on the back end. Our next player is Scott Whitmire. He's out of the Philadelphia Revolution in the EJ. Did a little bit of time at University of Massachusetts Boston. Scott adds definitely some speed to our lineup. Definitely upper echelon skill. He also played with one of our former players, current players, Terrence Johnson. So that adds some dynamic chemistry there to those two, to add to our chemistry we have now. But we look to Scott to, definitely take some load off Terrence and help him out there. And our last player, incoming player, is Jason Marbach. He was the Philadelphia Junior Flyers in the Atlantic Junior Hockey League. He's a transfer over from Temple. Jason's a big, powerful bruiser, big power forward, possesses a hard shot. Another guy that has a no-quit attitude, works hard on and off the ice. We look to him to come in and add that physicality that we didn't have last year, and he can change a game in the course of the game with one hit. So we look forward to getting these 7 guys in the lineup and adding their chemistry to our team.
All right, Coach. Well, that's about it. Thanks for coming in today, and best of luck this year.
Thanks for having me.
Make sure you guys keep tuning in to Tea Time. Thanks for watching.